Okay. Boop. And boop. Okay. How's it going, everybody? Oh, I forgot. I forgot. I do this every time we play Twitch SMP, and I always forget to copy my links to paste them in the proper channels. Today we're actually going to be doing a YouTube stream alongside the Twitch stream. I haven't been doing YouTube live on Twitch SMP. So, this is nice. This is really nice to bring it here as well. Hello, Super Gohan. Welcome to the YouTube side. How are you doing? Just getting some things set up really quick here, but we'll be getting rolling here in just a couple of seconds. That needs to be published. Yep. Publish. Yep. And then I need to go over to Twitch SMP. And I need SMP content. There it is. https://twitch.tv/KingRegNog. Okay, there we go. There we go. I have done it. I am a genius. I have done everything I needed to do. See you later, Gohan. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Wow, what an original stream time title you've never used before. Oh yeah, I've never used this title. Not at all. Also, why is my UI small? I swear it was... That's the right size. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I don't know why it shrunk down by 1, but it did. We're good, though. We're fine. So to catch you guys up to speed on what we're going to be getting up to today, we are going to be working over there. Like, everything over there. And, yeah, you know, it's going to be so fun. Who doesn't want to dig up sand, and then place sand, and then dig up sand, and place sand, and then dig up more sand, and place more sand? Who doesn't want to see that? I don't know. I feel like that's very exciting. That's so exciting. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. It's gonna be a good time, I hope. Hi, I'm Goten and Ronaldo. I have a boyfriend. My brother is 17 to go in, and Ronaldo will call E to E and get a hold on me. I don't understand, but okay. Number 840, King. 840 streams? Yeah. Yeah, I believe that's correct. I've done a lot of streams. I've been just now, like, I feel like everything is starting to make sense in terms of content, which is fun. I'm glad that it's starting to make sense to me. I just wish it didn't take this long. Well, that, could have gone better. That's okay, though. So what we're gonna be doing, like I said, we're gonna be working over there, so I'm gonna just probably hop over there right now, in all honesty. Maybe we'll quickly feed the cows. This gives me flashbacks to the King SMP River. You know, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. The river took absurdly long. Like, it should not have taken me that long, and yet it did. I feel bad for how long that took. Last time we went ahead and got all the netherite we were gonna need, so it's all tucked away in here. I will utilize that as soon as we're done enchanting everything, but as you can see, I think the only thing that's done being enchanted is this chest plate, which I guess I could put the netherite on. But, you know, we're gonna just take our time with some of these tools. Hopefully we'll get them fully upgraded before long. It's just about how much time I have after streams. Right now, I'm, like, completely and totally useless after stream, which is fun. It's so fun. What was I getting ready to do? have this obsidian. Let's go and put away the obsidian really fast. Yeah, here. I wanted one thing in specific, but I can't remember what I was coming here to pick up. Uh-oh. Okay, well, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Those are in your dementia days. You once put villager head in a shulker and you said, I'm going to forget why I put this in here Friday and question it. And then you did that on Friday. That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't even surprise me. I don't remember that, but I believe you. I was really bad back then. I've gotten a lot better over the last couple of months, I would say. I mean, yeah, streams have been like absolutely drowned. They've not been drowned. I mean, they've been drowned in a lack of content, I guess, which would be a drought. That's not the same thing as drowning. Streams have been kind of in a drought in terms of long streams, but you know, it's okay. I at least, yeah, I remember things. I feel like the stuff I'm making is at least somewhat decent now. And you know, I've gotten a little bit more done off stream as well. It's been slow going on some of those fronts, but you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. Tonight I'm intending to record a video, which reminds me, tonight after stream I need to make a post in Discord reminding people if they have any questions for the Q&A to go ahead and submit those, because I will be recording that tomorrow probably. If we don't have a ton of questions, it'll be a short Q&A, and that's okay. We'll just ask people in that video if they have questions, leave them in the Q&A comment section, and we may make a part 2. But outside of that, I don't think I don't think I gotta worry about too much for the. Oh, I wanted wheat. Right, that's what I wanted. I don't need to worry too much about videos. I've got plenty of them ready to record. I've written basically everything that you could ever want for it. So it's just about sitting down, recording, and then editing. Let's see. I thought of 2 ideas for Omnia today. Firstly, what if we get real artists to give consent to use their art to train an AI art generator for Omnia? They could use it to generate infinite paintings for randomness and maybe infinite logos and things. That's a really good idea. At the very least, if we couldn't get like proper artists to do it, I would be willing to give it a go and do some art myself. But I can't promise that it's gonna be like insanely good or anything. But I mean, if we kept the number small, they would at least still get credit for training the AI. And as long as we're not giving the AI to other people, then we can maintain that list will always, those people will always receive credit, and that would be a great way to maintain the ethicality of running a game like Omnia. Because I really want to make this game as ethically sound as possible. I don't want people to look at it and go, oh, it has AI in it, so therefore it's bad. Like, I want people to be able to look at it and go, oh, he used AI, but he did it in a way that makes me not, like, really mad. And that's the best hope I've got for the game right now. But yes, I do like that idea. I think we could get probably a couple of people to say, oh yeah, I'll throw my art skills in to train it for this and only this. And as long as we maintain that list and we maintain, you know, the rights to using that AI, then it won't matter. It won't be a problem that we're using AI for that stuff, because anybody that does get mad at you for using AI, is usually mad at you because of the artists who aren't getting their work properly accredited. I mean, there are some people who just really do hate AI, and you know, I kind of get that to some degree. AI isn't as old, it's not always as good as human art. But in the case of Omnia, there is no way we could feasibly actually make everything that we need in order for it to be the game that we want it to be. So there's some amount of sacrifice we have to do. I don't know. We'll see. We'll burn that bridge when we get there. Let me quickly read up here. I can't focus for whatever reason today. It's been really bad. Maybe even random people too. I have an idea where we could do the random people, like the random faces and such, without having to worry about utilizing AI for their faces and such. All we have to do is using the character creator, we can actually really do some fun things with that. Because the way my character creator works, it's super in-depth, but it's also super easy to use. And essentially, it would be kind of like The Sims, except The Sims, I believe, they actually have like proper NPCs who are in every save file. But if you wanted to randomly generate a sim using numbers, it would be easy enough because, let's say a facial shape has 4 or 5 different values. One for the width, one for the height, one for the nose, and then one for the mouth. You know, that's a very, very basic system right there. But generally speaking, there's going to be sliders and facial shapes and things like that that would help randomly generate a face. And then the hair will have its own styling system, which will actually have a hair painter and a tattoo painter for the game. So like you paint your own tattoos, you can paint where you want your hair to grow, things like that in the game. So that way, if you can't find the hairstyle you want, you can just make it yourself. That's how I get out of not having enough hair options, because no matter what, you'll never have enough. There'll always be one person who's like, oh, you don't have my hair. It's like, yeah, you know, we could fix that. We could create something entirely new here. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We just got to upgrade it, you know? Let's see. Maybe like just draw a Google experiment where people draw stuff and then Google turns drawings to better make an AI that can guess what is being drawn. Oh, okay. Yeah, that that would be a good idea. We could dedicate the real artists and an in-game art gallery with their pieces and names if they want it to be displayed. That's a really good idea, Swiftu. So there's actually an in-game credit for them as well. It's not just like, oh yeah, you can go to this one obscure menu and get your credits there. It's like, no, it's actually in the game as well, where, you know, they're a renowned artist who have their art displayed in a gallery somewhere that you can go view. And that's a really smart idea. It's a really, really smart idea. By random people, I meant to like donate their art. Oh yes, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, honestly, we don't need anybody like super famous. But some people who are just talented and that would want to do it, that would be great. If there's any public domain art, obviously we would utilize some of that as well to some degree, but the problem is that's a very specific style of art that you're going to see there as well. So if you want some different types of artists in the game, you're going to have to hope that we can secure some other artists as well who would be interested in doing it. The Omnia hairstyle tutorials are going to go insane. Dude, Omnia has, like, so much content possibilities, which is insane. It's kind of part of the excitement for me as a content creator, because it's like Minecraft really has a lot in store for people. But Omnia has a lot as well, and it's not meant to replace Minecraft. It's different. It's different enough from Minecraft that, like, okay, you can make your own characters. You can build bases and spaceships and things like that, sure. But it's really the stories that are really insane, because there's just infinite possibility there. That's what I'm really, really excited about. And of course, we're also going to have a great marketplace so that people can mod their game there. And it's not going to be sold. You know, we're not going to sell the mods. We're not going to sell the character creator packs or anything like that. That's all free. That's all getting hosted on there for free. But, you know, we're going to have those things so that if somebody wanted a specific hairstyle, they can just download it. And NPCs would also be able to utilize it because it would become a part of the random generation. So if you don't have a custom NPC, you know, that hair is publicly accessible in a array, let's say. And so there's, you know, 94 different hairstyles in the game. If somebody adds a 95th, it automatically adds it to the pool for the NPCs to also have if it randomly chooses it. Okay. My second idea is kind of dumb, but what if we have realistic eyesight mechanics, like your character can randomly have terrible eyesight and has to get glasses, and as you age, your eyesight gets worse? Maybe even like a really low chance you can spawn blind and get an achievement. It could be a setting in the character creation menu. I can't see, be born blind. I actually like that. I really do. I did want to add like some amount of disability to the game. Being able to play the game blind would be funny. Like, that is actually a really, really good idea. And, like, I do like the idea of your eyes getting worse over time and there being, like, different things. Because in Omnia, the thing is, like, it's supposed to be a realistic version of sci-fi. You know, it is still very much science fiction to a certain degree, but it's a realistic take on it as well, you know? Everything in the game is supposed to just kind of be like, okay, if this were the case, this would also come around. So, you know, yeah, we're going to be able to go to space, and yeah, you can, if you look at the sun, your eyes are still going to kind of burn out a little bit. You know, that's just going to be part of the reality. But along with that, you know, it's also going to have, you know, things where you can fix that. So if you do, like, let's say you get shot in the eye in the game, right? You have very low vision, your vision is impaired. And luckily, you know, maybe your character is wearing a helmet, let's say. And so that helmet has a brain chip implant or something like that, and it provides audio cues, and it sends an impulse to your brain to make it like echolocation. And so, like, there's cool little things like that in the game that would be that would be like a small piece of detail that most places just don't care about, but to me, like, that's important. That's the bread and butter right there, you know? Our game isn't supposed to be... It's not supposed to just be a... It's not shallow. It's supposed to be as deep as it is wide. You know, the game covers a wide range of things, but all of those things also can be as deep as you want them to be. You know, if you really want to get into the family tree dynamics of the game, that's a really in-depth system that's going to have all sorts of interesting things about it, you know? Technically speaking, if you really wanted to in the game, you know, you're gonna have like NPCs who are better at certain things because genetics. The game is going into genetics. If you really wanted to, you could enslave an entire group of people in the game and then basically do what we do with horses, where you select them and you know, take their offspring and then run them through it, and then eventually you'll get some genetic mutations where it's like, okay, now we need now they're either faster, stronger, or better in one way, and maybe they've lost some of their capabilities along the other routes. But, you know, that's like a really interesting thing, and you could do that very easily in the game. Because the way that'll all work is you can move people from town to town if you own a planet. Depending on how you want to rule your people, you can move them around, you can put them all in prison, you know, all that great stuff. And let nature take its course. You're telling me technically I can breed a human? No, I don't think I said that. And I didn't mean to if I did. I meant to compare it to like horse breeding, you know, where you take like the strongest ones. And it's like, oh yeah, I want a really strong horse, so we take the two stronger horses, and those are the ones that will... But technically, I mean, I don't want to think about that. I would say that goes more in line with the cloning and genetic manipulation, which is a future feature. It's very complicated, but I guess like that would be a thing. You're gonna actually have like the ability to be like a Spider-Man villain in the game, because with the genetic mutations and stuff, like let's say you wanted to gene splice, you could take like, let's say, I don't know, lizard DNA for the purpose of, you know, whatever, and depending on the success rate on some of that, you can turn people into lizards, which is cool. On the inverse of that, they may also be able to regrow limbs, which would be cool. Omnia speedrunning is gonna be so funny. There's gonna be so many broken techniques to like certain things, but there's also gonna be so many categories where it's just like, okay, fastest baby speedrun. Like, okay, first we're gonna go talk to this NPC, and every NPC you stop by on the way, you also need to talk to them because they may also be really easy to riz up. But we need this one specific one in Greece or whatever, you know? Hello, Tam. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. I meant to press F5, but I didn't. You remember the achievement we added called Do Nothing for 8 hours? Oh, gosh. You know there's going to be people who try to speedrun that as well. I'm like, okay, to do nothing for 8 hours in Omnia is really hard. Because the game also has random events. Especially the longer you are in one area. The game tries to keep you engaged with it. So... It was called... It was not getting an achievement for 8 hours. Right. That's right, my bad. Yeah. Still, that would be really hard to not get because of the random encounters. Because, like, let's say you're in... It's kind of like Minecraft, right? Let's say I was in this area for, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours, because I'm placing sand. Minecraft, it doesn't necessarily have a random encounter system. The closest thing it has is, like... It will throw a wandering trader your way. That's, like, as close to a random encounter as it has. Well, in Omnia, it's no different. You'll have traveling merchants that show up occasionally. You might get a piece of mail from an NPC you ran into a while ago that wants to thank you for helping them plant potatoes that one time. And then they gave you a cut of their profit or whatever. It could be that your great-grandfather in the game decides that he's gonna go cryogenically freeze himself because his time is coming up, and so you need to go say goodbye to him. Things like that, you know? The game is gonna have, like, so many random events, especially the longer you sit in one spot. Now, those aren't gonna be tied to achievements, or if they are, they'll also be able to be triggered by another way. So that way, if... I hate achievements that are locked behind RNG. That's, like, a big no-no for me. There needs to be at least... If it is locked behind RNG, it needs to be common enough that it's not, like... It's not going to be annoying to get if you are trying to grind out all the achievements. There should be an event that happens if you don't get an achievement for 7 hours and 59 minutes that gives you an achievement. Make sure all achievement runs last more than 8 hours. Imagine, like... Okay, Swifty, hear me out. There's an achievement for not getting any achievement for 7 hours and 59 minutes, and then there's an achievement to not get an achievement for 8 hours. So you have to do both. Because the second you get the first one, it voids the second one until you until you get the full 8 hours again. That would be so annoying, but it would be so funny. People would be so mad. Each run would be 16 hours at minimum. It would still probably be another hour on top of that. Because, like, let's say you utilize that full 16 hours to just prepare. Like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do everything I can to not get an achievement. But some of our achievements are going to be progression as well. Like, in order to get from iron... To get above iron tools in Minecraft, you have to get iron, and then you have to utilize that iron, and then you can go get diamond, you know? That's like a thing. Well, in Omnia, it's no different. You know, there's going to be certain resources that you need to get other resources, or certain quests or people that you can talk to before you can go do other things. To go to a concert and stop an imminent threat, you know, that's like... That's awesome. But what if you go and you want to be the threat? Well, that's another achievement right there. I don't know if that's going to be an achievement, but, you know, just for the sake of thinking there, like, it might take somebody a long time to get through all the achievements. But it is kind of hype. I do wanna see how that will go. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. Also, you said something earlier, and I wanted to go back to that. I'm kind of really interested in seeing those things that make Omnia everything, like adding college degrees and planets. Space college is gonna be hype. Oh, dude, I can't wait. I didn't even think about space college, but yeah, you know, there is gonna be school in Omnia. Which is gonna be interesting because technically speaking, I want you to be able to sit there and actually go to school in the game. So what do they teach you? Well, they have to teach you something. So I guess I'm gonna have to learn a couple of degrees so that I can teach people in the game. I don't know how that's gonna work yet. We'll figure that out eventually. I mean, we could probably utilize AI for that. I don't think people would frown upon it. Hear me out. Harvard has free course, technically. Okay, I see where you're going with this. Just have Harvard teach all the courses in Omnia. Those are in the public domain. I guess, like, we could work with that. Also, thank you for submitting your taxes, Admiral. 80 times total. GG's. Waste of time too. Electric Boogaloo. Go 8 hours without getting an achievement. I don't know how we're gonna do college yet. I'll figure that out. I will. I kind of like the idea of that being not a supplement. Let me be clear. That's not a supplement for real college. Like, there are some things they teach you in college that that AI will not be able to explain because it hallucinates and all that. But I kind of like the idea of feeding my AI enough information with, you know, sources that do consent to me feeding it information and making it a learning resource. I would even be willing to throw, if it weren't going to cost me a bunch of money to self-host it, I'd be willing to throw that up on a website so people could utilize that for free so that they could teach themselves or learn from the AI and it teach them to a certain degree. Because education is expensive. That might be an idea. You can do anything in Omnia? What's the limit of, like, certain things? Like what do you mean? That's a big question. And I don't know if you want, like, the big answer to go alongside the big question, or if you want, like, a smaller answer because it's actually a smaller question. Technically speaking, my intent is that everything goes as in-depth as humanly possible. So, for an example, let's say you have a car in Omnia, right? And let's say you run over a bed of nails and your tire goes out. You don't just drive your car through a gas station and it automatically repairs itself. You don't take it to a mechanic to get it repaired. Although you can do that one. You can actually pull off on the side of the road, take your spare out from your car, and then put it onto your car. You can change your own tire in the game. On top of that, let's say you rip out your transmission because you did something incredibly stupid. you know, your transmission can go out and you can replace it yourself. Like, there's going to be an actual mechanic system. And in the game, they're not going to just teach you how to do it. You could Google it in the game. You can Google it in real life and it'll tell you. You can go to school in the game and it'll teach you everything there. I think that would be our best use of the school system in the game, though, would be to teach people how to play the game. And it actually teaches them real life skills as well, which would be really interesting. Technically speaking, you could build software within the game as well, because it could teach you, you could code in the game, and then you could make Omnia in the game, and then... Oh. This just got really big. I mean, it is a cool idea, though. I don't know. I like it. I do like it. And it would be easy to implement, too. To implement, like, an actual functioning car system, for example, you just gotta tie those to certain abilities, and then their efficiency slowly drops down as they wear down due to player actions. For example, your tire slowly balds the longer you drive it. If you start drifting your car, then it's going to start balding the tires a lot faster. So if you do stuff like that, it'll be really simple to add, I think. It's just, we gotta make sure that we cover our tracks every time we do it. Anything like that, where it's like, okay, we don't want to have to retroactively go back and add this. I want to have it in the game at launch or in beta every step of the way. And even if the system doesn't get implemented right away, where you can fix your own car, so long as the system is in place that it could be enabled at any moment, it creates a lot less work for me later down the road. You could, like, repair your own tanks. Let's say you become a leader of a military in the game. You could actually sit there and repair all of your tanks in the game. And your NPCs could actually do it, too. They would be able to sit there and do it right in front of you. All the work isn't just getting skipped. It's not some cutscene. It's actually getting done. Now, you could also have it hooked up to computers, which would have like a debuff to it. It wouldn't be as effective, but it would still be, it would be done faster or something like that. Will there be orange and black in Omnia? I suppose so. Hear me out. You know how you wanted to make a game dev course? What if it was in the game? You can make Omnia in Omnia, and then in your Omnia, in Omnia, you make Omnia. I like the way you think. I like the way you think. Thank you for the hydrate, Rose. Let me quickly pop open the drink here. I got a new bottle, and I love it. It's great. It tastes really good, too. It tastes really, really good. Oh, what is this? Oh. I don't know what button I pressed for this. I don't know what button I pressed. Okay. Hey, Rose. It's been a fat minute. Hey, it's alright, dude. It's been okay. I hope you're doing well, though. Honestly, Swifty, that's a good idea, putting my game dev course in the game. I would definitely do that. I would also throw it up on YouTube still, but I think it would be fun to have it in the game where you could actually attend a class. It'd be cool. It'd be really, really cool. Omnia, I need to actually get on to working on Omnia. I know we talk about it a lot, and I keep saying I am going to. But the problem I've been running into, and that I'll always run into, is time. It's a thing. Time is a thing. And right now it seems to be in very short supply. But, you know, that's okay. It just means I don't know what it means. I'm gonna be honest. I have no clue. It means something though. That's all that matters. This is not great. Okay. If you took a 1-year break to make Omnia, I would not be mad. Or at least to get started. I mean, if I took a 1-year break to do Omnia, that wouldn't be awful. But my main concern, honestly, would be, could I bounce back after being gone for a year? Like, that's a genuine concern. Theoretically, I could. But would it work? I don't know. On top of that, like, jobs. I don't know. I don't know is the honest thing. To-do list. I didn't press live. There we go. I'm live now. Yay. Let's see. That's what I'm struggling with. I haven't done content in a while now. Can I bounce back? I asked for some Gus advice on that one. I mean, Gus would actually be a great person to ask about that. In truth, I think anybody can bounce back. It's weird at first, but I genuinely do think anyone can bounce back. It's just one of those deep fears that you have where it's like, what if I do this, what if I lose it all kind of deal. You know, being a game developer is cool. It's not necessarily my dream. My dream game requires me to be a game developer. But it's not my dream to be a game developer. And so, like, that's the weird conundrum I'm in with it, is I'm not passionate about being a game developer. I'm just passionate about the one game I want to make. So I can't get myself to make small games so that I can make my big game. I have to make... Oh, crap, I'm losing connection. Ha. Come on. Come back. Okay. No, it went back down. It's gone back down. I don't know what to do about this anymore. Honestly. It just happens and I can't stop it. I'm gonna try to hardline it. But I don't know if it's gonna fix it. If it's my ISP blocking the throughput, I'm screwed. I don't know what to do about that. Come on. Please come back. It always chooses the worst days for this, too. Come on. I don't remember what we were talking about before this, so somebody's gonna have to remind me. Come on. Come on. It's almost there. It's stabilizing. Sort of. Nope. It's dead. Well. If it doesn't fix itself soon, I'm gonna have to call it. Which I don't want to do. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a poll. This might be my shortest stream yet. Manage poll. New poll. In stream. Yes, the lag is so bad. No. It'll get better. Okay, I'll give you guys a minute there. I don't know what to do. It's literally at 0. I can't. I have genuinely like almost lost full connection to the stream places. It just died. Like, it died. I know there's somebody out there who's a true believer in this, but I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my gosh. It's dead. Come on. I see it trying. It is trying so hard. It might. I don't know if it's back. I don't know. It might crash back down. Come on. It's doing okay right now. And it's going back down. It's going back down. It's dead. I can't do anything with this. I can't. It's at it keeps going back down to 0. Let me Google. Google is my friend. Maybe. Let me. Okay. So Can I download that really quick? Okay. Try to run this. See if we can fix it. Okay. Boop. Run anyway. Yes. North America. And then I need to run. I can't do that today. Okay. Try to ping only. Okay, some of these are insanely. Why? Why are these so. Why are my closest servers the highest ones? Okay. Hmm. Hmm. So it's not a connection to Twitch servers because Twitch is running fine. Or no, Twitch and YouTube are struggling. Both of them are. That's what I meant to say. So hello Looney, welcome in. It's it's still variable. It's gonna crash back down is the problem. Like right now, it's about to crash. It jumps
Hello
up
there.
and down, up and down. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, Looney. I don't know. I I don't. I really am not sure. It may be catching up now. Let me come over here and go. We have we have dynamic. What did I do? My Pez dispenser broke. I don't know if there's a way to fix it, but I definitely try to fix it. I don't. Do they even make those anymore? I don't know. We don't have. I've not seen one in ages. If they do. Okay, change stream server. It shouldn't be that. I'll double check. Settings, stream. Nope, that's the right one. Okay. Advanced settings. Come on. Go to network. Advanced. Enable network optimizations. which I'm assuming is somewhere in here. No. I don't know. It's not my firewall, is it? It shouldn't be. Stream is working fine for me. It keeps going up and down still. I'm dropping 25% frames. Let me reload. Although now it's in the green, so it may be working again. But it wasn't for a while there, which makes me hesitant to keep going. Because how long is it going to stay like this? Really quickly. None of those are the setting I'm looking for. Does this thing not exist anymore? That's browsing history. That's not even okay. Holy cow. Anyone want to know how much internet I used in the last 30 days? 1064.66 gigabytes in the last 30 days on my PC. That's pretty big. How big of a delay are you guys getting? That's my other question. Are we getting big delay, or is it... Are we okay? None? Okay. Just gonna quickly run this. And then we'll see. So far it's staying fine. So it may have been a fluke. I don't know why it always happens whenever I'm streaming, but you know, that's just the way it goes sometimes. Upload is garbage. Okay. Maybe. It's kind of coming back. Okay. We good now? We good? Okay. I'm gonna roll with this for a minute. We'll see. I think stream actually properly died there a couple of times, but it's okay. I'm okay. Life is fantastic. It did kick me. Oh, okay. It didn't kick me because of my Wi-Fi server restarted today. Actually, like, just right now, didn't it? Oh, I'm dead. Okay, that's not good. That's really not good. Yikes. Could be so sad if I lost everything. I died in the water. Oh, no. Okay, everything's still here. We're good. We're okay. Leave me alone. God. so much crap everywhere. Oh my goodness. That. This. Those. Okay. Okay. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Somehow. That was fun. That was so fun. Okay. We're gonna pretend that death didn't even happen, because, like, did you guys even see it? I didn't see it. How many times have I died? Death. Number of deaths. 24. That's unfortunate. Hey, I'm not on the leaderboard. I'm not. I'm not. You guys can't see it, but I'm not. I will take that. I will take that, absolutely. Okay, what were we talking about before the internet died? It was about something, I just don't remember what. You know, I really don't remember. It was probably about Omnia or time. Dreams. It was about dreams, right. So, like, we were talking about, like, what the dream is versus, you know, how you achieve it. You know, the dream is Omnia exists. The dream is not to be a game developer, though. Which has created this weird position where I want to be a game developer out of necessity. But I really don't want to do that. I want to do other things. And so my heart is being dragged in like 3 or 4 directions. And that's not fun. That's really not fun. Miku Beam. I still don't understand what the heck a Miku is. If I can bounce back from my 3-month absence in content creation. Oh, you definitely can. Hi, what are you playing? I am playing Minecraft. This is Twitch SMP. It's a content creator invite-only server. But I'm just working on my mega base right now. And it involves me draining out a pretty sizable chunk of the ocean. So that's what I've been up to for the last hour or so. But yeah, I definitely think you can bounce back from that Swiftu. I would say in the meantime, until you do start making more content, whether it be streams or videos or whatever, write down your ideas. This is a great time. This is a great time for you to, you know, spend some time in the idea phase for some of those things and workshop the idea a little bit more. What is Minecraft? Is it good? I'd say it's pretty good. I've been playing it for the last 13 years. I can't be mad. I've enjoyed it for that long. Can't imagine it being can't imagine it really not existing, in all honesty. A world without Minecraft is not a world worth living. I gotta show you some of these video ideas I'm cooking up. I got black marker and paper and the other day and made 15 videos, titles and thumbnails. Heck yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, definitely keep making ideas. If you don't have time to execute those ideas, at least you have them handy. So that when you don't know what to record, you can refer back to that list and go, okay, I need to make this. And yeah, I would say go for that. I think I told you guys yesterday I did like 120 short ideas. Now I just got to make them, but I have them all written down, and then I've got like I don't even know how many other video ideas. I've got a series that I'm working on. I just need to finish a small portion of the idea phase today so that I can record the first episode. Ideally the first 2 episodes, because I think people would like it better if they saw 2 episodes in a couple of days. Rather than if they saw it once 1 week and then they didn't see it again for another week. Like that would be kind of a bad intro to the series, especially the way I'm setting it up. But I've got that coming up. I've got a couple of other smaller videos, and I think you guys will probably like them. It's just a matter of time. Hello, Really Creative. Welcome on in. I know the game. I've been playing it for 8 years. I figured you did. Most people that ask that question are usually trolling, so I just troll them back. Pretend to know that I don't know. Do you know when apps will be open? I actually don't know. I would say keep an eye on their Twitter though. If they're gonna open soon, it'll be announced on their Twitter. Or if you haven't already, join their Discord. I'm sure they'll also put out an announcement there. Swifty, you're locked in, bro. Swifty's locked and ready. He's gonna come and swing in back into the content grind. It's gonna be great. What are you building? I am building a base here in the ocean. And can I delete you? Yeah. There we go. So it requires me draining out all of this. Can I select it? Yeah. It requires me to drain out all of this. And then I'm gonna dig it down to like really deep. And then I'm gonna put a dome over top of it. And I'm gonna flood it back with water. And it's gonna be really cool. But it's 129 by 129, which is a little big, but it's okay. I'll get it done eventually. I feel like I'm way too slow on this, but it's okay. Let's see. If I actually come back good, hopefully we will both be in the next season. I'm just gonna grind a ton in the summer. Do it, dude. Do it. I'm hoping to hit the content grind especially hard the next couple of weeks, so that I have a backlog of content. I've never had a backlog. So that's something that's really important to me that I want to do this next couple of weeks, which means I'm gonna be like super busy, but it'll mean that I can actually take time off again, which I've done a couple of times recently, but I can do it relatively with ease and there not be like no content whatsoever. I will say, guys, don't give up on being in this season though. There will be a wave 2. I can say that much. I just don't know when applications open. That's not my call. Pick up that. I was gonna say, did I only do 3 wide? But no, I just went off pattern. I'm too fast. There we go. Do you need anything to apply? Like what do you mean? Like a Minecraft app, etc.? There's usually a form to fill out, I think. That's how I did it anyway. They did a form. But you fill out that, and then you kind of tell them a little bit about yourself. And then, I don't know who's looking over the applications this next time, but I know the owner is going to. Dash will look over them for sure. Sometimes she has other people help with that as well. But, they'll look over it, go, okay, is this a good fit? Is it not a good fit? What do you do on the form? You just answer questions. They ask you things like, they'll ask you, oh, do you know, what do you intend to do on the server? How often do you intend to play? What's your favorite things to do in Minecraft? Things like that. That's the general purpose of it, though. It's to help make sure that you're a good fit for the server. It's actually for your benefit that we do those questions and such, because last thing we want is for you to be somewhere that you don't feel like you fit in. And so it's for really your benefit just as much as it is ours that that we collect all that information. Let's see. I don't think I can get in wave 2. I think it's too soon. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know when wave 2 is. I mean, if it is before you get back into the content game, then I don't know if you'll be able to make it in or not. Because I know this time in specific, we're looking for people who will be very active. Hang on, give me 1 second. Oop. Okay. Yeah, I know we're looking for people who are going to be somewhat more active than what we've had in the past. I'm opening up DMs right now, Swifto. I do not have them in there. Is that the Steve plush on the bed? It is. It is indeed. It's Steve. But yeah, they're looking for people who are going to be very active. So things like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play on the server this much. And if you have proof that you do put in a lot of effort to things, that definitely helps as well. Okay, let me see what we got. Can I read any of this out loud? Or no? Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate it, Looney. Let's see. I have 1,000 hours on it. Whoa, dude, that's insane. Just kind of keep it to yourself. Okay, I'll read it, and I'll tell you some of the ideas on the number. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm sensing a sort of theme here, but it's good. It's a good idea. Solid choice, number 4. That will probably pull some views. 5 and 6, good idea. I would kind of make it almost a retrospective. Like, some of it is about learning things, and some of it is about just the experience along the way. Let's see. Number 7 is a solid idea. You should get on that one, actually. I'm sure you know why. 8 is solid. Still has some relevance. I like 9. 9 is a good idea. 10 is a good idea. I would do that almost like a Ludwig style video, personally. I'm not entirely sure what 14 says. If it's what I think it says, I'm intrigued. 15. It's a solid plan. Sorry, what are you talking about? Swifty sent me some papers that he has some of his ideas on for video ideas, and so I'm quickly looking over at this. Let's see. Come on, man, I got 3 minutes of ads. Bro, that's how Twitch works. I am sorry. I can't control it, though. I mean, I could control it, but nobody wants to click onto a stream and get ads, so it's 3 minutes of mid-rolls or probably 3 minutes of pre-rolls, in all honesty. Let's see. Solid thumbnail ideas. I don't think I necessarily have anything. Yeah, I don't think there's anything bad about the thumbnails that I'm seeing. Okay, that is what it is? Okay. Okay. I'm really intrigued about 14, Swifty. Those are some solid ideas. I will say that. You have some solid ideas. Definitely try some of those. Okay, also... Okay. I'm gonna do that. Hey. It's night. Let me run home really quick. And if I can, I will just sleep. I don't want to mess with the mobs. Let's see. Trying to think. Did I read all this? If I have a voucher from you, I may have a chance. I mean, maybe. I don't really think my word carries much weight, in all honesty. Plus, vouchers really are only considered last. So like, if you make it through like the final wave and it's like between you and another dude, oh, I could probably pull some strings, absolutely. But I don't think I can do much outside of that. See, I kind of want to get videos to do good, then ride the wave to start streaming. That's a solid plan. Honestly, if you're gonna do videos and you're trying to like, that's what you want to like do really, really well, then I'm gonna say that you should definitely strive to be as consistent as possible. YouTube loves it when you're posting on a schedule. You know, obviously quality over quantity, But I would say biggest thing is if you can post, like, let's say, if you could do 2 videos a week, if you're not doing any streaming, I would try to do 2 videos a week if you can. That might be a lot for the videos you're doing, so you're gonna have to do batch recording, where you record a couple of videos all at once, and then you post all of them all at once. So, for example, for idea number 1, 2, 3, if you could batch record those, because you just make a day out of it instead of making it like a one-time thing for an hour. You say, okay, we're going to be here for 4 hours or whatever, and we're going to do all of these challenges all in one go. That might help. But, you know, trying to batch record some of that helps you. Gets you out of the scheduling nightmare if you're reliant on other people for it. Then you can just edit away when you have to be quiet. Like, if it's a late night and your parents are sleeping, it gives you plenty of time to edit. Because you can't record, because you don't want to wake up everybody in the house. But you can edit. And so then you can grind out some editing, hopefully. Let's see, can you do that too with me, perhaps? Vouch? I don't believe I know you, so I try to only vouch for people I know. But maybe if I get to know you before applications are out, and your name gets thrown out there, I'll mention it. I'm not involved with that process, so as far as I'm aware anyway, I will probably not see who's on the list unless for some reason they just have so many names that they're like, yeah, we need to shorten down our list here. Which sometimes that happens. Sometimes they do have that many people. But I'm gonna do both. Okay, yeah, if you're doing both, like YouTube and Twitch, it's tough. It's very tough to, like, stream and make videos, but you can. I'm going to be doing that here in a couple of days. I've been doing videos, but I've not been doing them very well. So I'm upping my upload schedule a little bit and putting a lot more work into things. So what we're going to be doing, or what I'm going to be doing anyway, is the plan right now. I've been doing a snapshot video once a week. I didn't do one today because the snapshot just wasn't interesting enough. And we kind of covered the locator bar already, so I didn't bother with it. But we do snapshot videos. There's going to be a second video type, and then the series that I'm doing as well. So I'm planning to post 3 times a week, full-length videos. And then I'm intending to post shorts in between those videos. And then on top of that, I'm also intending to live stream on YouTube, which I'm doing right now. I do stream on both YouTube and Twitch, and I feel like it does okay. You know, maybe it's not the most, like, the most insane venture ever, but if you're going to stream on one platform, you should definitely stream on both. There's no doubt about that. Unless for some reason your internet just can't handle it and keep up with it, I would say do it. It only makes sense to be everywhere all at once if you can be. Well, that's my current plan right now for Twitch and YouTube. And then I'm trying to cut down on Twitch. I have some extra bits. Here you go. Thanks for the advice. Well, thank you for the bits, dude. I appreciate it. You did not have to do that, but I again, very much appreciated. And no problem. a lot of people look at content as like competition, and so therefore they can't tell all their secrets because, you know, people aren't gonna watch them because they'll watch other person's instead. And it's like, this isn't a competition. It's fun. It's fun. It's just, content is for fun. Networking is fun. You can make a lot of friends out of this. You don't have to, like, it doesn't have to be cutthroat. Like that, you know? It's mostly for fun. Exactly. Exactly. I can tell you this. Everybody will tell you this as well. If you're doing it to get rich, there's a lot better ways to get rich. The amount of time I've spent streaming and making videos and learning about content and how algorithms work and all that stuff, I could have become a stock trader, and I probably could have millions of dollars by now. And I don't even really feel like I'm exaggerating that, because I have spent some time looking into into investments and stuff, and I do understand it to a certain degree. But if I understood it even better than I do now, I would probably have a lot there. I probably could have picked up a second job as a door dasher and took all that money and thrown it into investments, and yeah, I would be rich. But instead I'm playing Minecraft on Twitch because it's fun. So, you know, there's that. And then if you're doing it to get famous, again, this might be like one of the best ways to get famous, but everybody's gonna know that you're doing it to get famous, which is not going to get you famous. When people feel like they're being used, when they feel like you don't actually care, it sets off something within their mind, and it says, hey, let's not watch that guy anymore. He gives me a feeling that I don't like. I've had people who have shown up to try to use me to get famous, and it's crazy to me because I don't have that kind of pull. Like, I have friends who maybe have that pull, and maybe that's why they were trying to use me. I don't know. But, you know, I'm just here to have fun. Like, don't get me wrong, this would be fun to get rich off of, but I'm not actively thinking about that all the time. And it would be kind of cool to be famous to a certain degree. I say to a certain degree because it's true. I don't want to be, like, mega famous where I can't even go to Walmart without being swarmed. But it'd be kind of cool to have, you know, 1 million followers or something like that. That's manageable. But that's not why I'm doing this. At the end of the day, I'm doing it because it's fun. It's something I genuinely just enjoy doing. Dude, I hate it when that happens. Yeah. Been there, done that. Lots of fun. Lots and lots of fun. I would love to tell that story, but I don't think I'm allowed to yet. I gotta wait for things to blow over a little bit more about that. But I would love to talk about it some more. I think that's also one thing that a lot of people don't know about is content is like one of the most dramatic, like, jobs and hobbies ever. The amount of drama that follows you just because you're here is, like, insane. I don't know how to even begin to explain that. Hello, Onyx. Welcome on in. I like your hair. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have a video with about 600,000 views, and all my friends are like, "Please add me in your next video." That's all. It's funny, probably for like the first couple of people that say it, but I'm sure it gets old very quickly. Oh, okay. I thought I was a goner for a second, but we're okay. Do you know CPVP? CPVP. Crystal PvP? Maybe? Or are you talking about like a server? I am familiar with Crystal PvP, but I don't know a server by the name CPVP. I have a video. How many views does it have now? Hang on. Boop. It has a stupid amount of views. Contents, views, 38,000 views. And it's on a tutorial video, like how to find a dungeon, mob spawner, Minecraft 1.18 plus. I was sick. I recorded it. It got big views. Second and third most viewed videos are, 27,000, 11,000. I can get decently big there. Hang on, give me some stretch time. Hey. But what was I saying? I'm sorry, I forgot. But I've gotten some pretty decent views over there. Luckily nobody's asked me like, "Oh, can I be in your next video? Can I be in your next video?" But I'm sure they will be, or there will be people asking that when some of my new stuff starts hitting the platforms. I think that'll be interesting to people. I don't do PvP. Sorry, Onyx. Let's see, are you streaming on YouTube and Twitch with Streamlabs? I don't use Streamlabs anymore. I used to. I liked it, but I had issues with the amount of times they were trying to nickel and dime people. Charging for multi-streaming is crazy. I get how they're doing it. They do need to charge for you to do it, but OBS, I just use a plugin. I use Atom. They have a multi-stream plugin, and I utilize that, and it gets me onto YouTube. I'm gonna be doing a couple of other platforms in the near future as well. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, Creative. But yeah, I highly recommend anybody that wants to do multi-streaming. I wouldn't spend money on the Streamlabs version unless you just have to. But Streamlabs, again, they're great starting out. I love Streamlabs for everything they gave me. It gave me a nice platform where I was able to learn about bots. I was able to kind of learn a little bit about merch design, but their merch store is not really it either, I'll be honest. It was a cool idea, but they overcharge for a lot of their products. I would recommend everybody go to Fourth Wall. It is a great site for creators to make merch if you're gonna make it. I haven't made any merch myself recently, but I intend to in the future. But it's not a main priority focus because it's as cool as it is. It's not, unless you're bringing in hundreds of dollars with merch, which, be realistic, we're probably not. You're better off going with making videos instead of working on merchandise and things like that. What's the plugin for OBS called? Let me pull it up and I'll send you a link to it. Atom. Okay. Products, multi-stream. Control C. Boop. That's the one. They do have a subscription that you can get for a different plugin that it has like a whole bunch of other things in it. I don't know what all it has, but the multi-stream plugin is free. And then you can also get, I believe, their vertical plugin, which is also free. Yeah, I have that one as well. And so when I'm streaming on YouTube, I do both vertical and I did do horizontal on YouTube for a while, but it wasn't my cup of tea, really. It was taking too much bit rate for the payoff it was getting. But short form or vertical format YouTube streaming is great. I actually really do enjoy it. I met a lot of cool people there that I probably wouldn't have met otherwise. Boop. I'm trying to think. There's some other like plugins and things like that that I utilize. I have one that's for filters, like audio filters, but I can't remember what they are. I need to redo my audio setup, truthfully speaking. It's been in need of some work for a little bit now. So I may take some time to work on that at some point. I may talk to some of my friends. I don't know. I don't think I know that guy well enough to ask him. There's one guy in specific that I know, like, he would be able to give, like, some really, really, really solid advice on the audio. I've got a couple of friends who could also help out with that, but this guy like lives, eats, and breathes audio equipment and streaming, which would be really helpful. Might have to see if I can reach out to him or not. I don't know. Let's see. My PC just got the blue screen of death. Oh no. Hopefully it booted up okay and it didn't have any long-lasting issues. I've had a couple of B-sods in the past. Luckily, it was easy to fix, but not my favorite thing to deal with, that's for sure. I used to have really bad overheating with my computer. I need to clean it out again, that reminds me. I try to dust out my PC every couple of weeks if I can. And I've got like a electric air compressor that I just keep in my room. It has the power of a can of air, so it's pretty good, pretty decent. But I need to utilize that soon. I haven't cleaned my PC out in a little bit, but I need to. I had to replace like my CPU cooler because the pump on it broke. I used to have an AIO. But now I got one of those like really big fans and radiators with it, and it's pretty effective. It does a good job. My case actually gets hotter than the CPU sometimes, which is fun. I've nearly burnt my toe a couple of times. It's been a fun time. I need to work on the airflow a little bit more, I think. If I could get more air out of the PC, that would be great. So probably gonna buy more fans in the future as well. Oh. I have a special PC with a custom designed motherboard that I made that saves everything when it detects an error and a couple of the cool features. Okay, that's pretty neat, dude. W. Heck yeah. I'm a PC nerd. Hey man, nothing wrong with that. I do like talking PCs. I love love PCs. I actually need to look into my next PC soon. I'm thinking I'm gonna buy a laptop, not to replace my current computer. This computer still has like a couple of years left on it before I gotta worry about it. And even then, I'm thinking it's probably going to be, it'll get retired to being a secondary PC. So I'm gonna probably go to a dual PC setup. So I'll have one that does, you know, the streaming stuff where it just broadcasts the signal, and I'll have one that plays the games. This one will probably get booted over to the first one. Alternatively, though, if I don't do that, I'm thinking it'll get turned into an editing rig, and so that way I can render out videos or edit while streaming, without any issues coming out of it. We'll see, though. Coming to your smart. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea. I think this one can limp along a long way. It's just, it's starting to get to the point where it's been abused. I've abused my PC. You know, it keeps up, though, sort of, sometimes. Sometimes it struggles. What species do you have? I think it was supposed to be specs. Species-wise, it's a hybrid, but it's got an EVGA GeForce RTX 3070. I knew what card I had, I just couldn't remember what brand, but it's a 3070 card. It's got DDR4, 64 gigs of RAM. So I'm behind on that. I've got I can never remember the numbers. Ryzen 9 3900 XT, 12-core processor, 24 threads. That thing keeps up. It keeps up. Everything else is starting to slow down. But it does play games pretty well. I think, anyway. I mean, I play mostly Minecraft, so I don't have to worry about it too much. But, okay, I think I'm gonna sleep. That's a good idea. Only thing you need to upgrade is your GPU to something that's AMD, because AMD and AMD play very well, and it should get you around another 300 FPS in general. I don't really need FPS, though. I don't play any competitive games, so I don't really get the benefit of it. But you would be correct. My only concern is this was admittedly a couple of years ago, so they may be better now. But I've heard AMD drivers are a nightmare, and that does concern me. But it may be better now. That's not anymore? Okay. I know some people who swear by AMD. I love their processors, and because they're so much cheaper than Intel, like I can justify it. And I at first was hesitant. I was like, I don't want AMD, but honestly, AMD processors kick butt. They're so much better than Intel, at least in my experiences. Now, GPU-wise, I don't know how they are in price to performance ratio. I haven't even considered looking into them recently, because I'm not exactly liquid enough to be looking at PC parts. Like, I can think about it, but I don't know if I want to, like... I don't know if I can do anything more than think about. They fix everything real same. Price to performance is actually really good. It goes up to an RTX 5070 for about 800 difference. That's pretty good. 5070 is kind of the next card I was kind of going towards anyway, because the 70 series is about middle of the line, and that's usually what I need anyway. I don't play anything on super intense graphics. I don't need an insane amount of VRAM. The cores is really what you're after, the CUDA cores. Although I don't, do they still put CUDA cores in there? Yeah. Although that's Nvidia's thing. I don't know what they put in AMD. Says he put shaders on. Oh, I mean, like, I have what, 8 gigs of VRAM. Like, I still have a lot of overhead with this too. Let me see. Performance, that right there. I will say the Nvidia encoding is great. That is one thing I do love about Nvidia's stuff. That's what VRAM is for. VRAM, it's kind of for that. Like, it does more than one thing. That's the thing. It's not like, it does part of the job, but not all of it. But yeah, yeah, I'm only at what? Four? Not even 4 gigs. Like, I don't even really use my VRAM. I do on like games like when I play Spider-Man, for example, but I don't even play Spider-Man on stream anymore. And I do gun it on that game. I go ahead and play full graphics, because why not? That's your cache? Yes, yes. I've got plenty of RAM to go around. We have lots of RAM. No, L-cache. Oh, L-cache. Okay. Okay, I see. I'm following now. I was like, I'm okay, yeah. No, I'm following. I was confused for a second there, but yeah. You cannot believe how confused I was. I wasn't about to like say, well, actually, but the thought crossed my mind. What is that? Hang on. Oh, okay. No, that's motherboard stuff. I was like, it said shared VRAM 32, and I was like, I don't have 32 VRAM on any of my devices. What do you mean? It's because I have 2. Oh, what are they called? Now I can't remember what they're called. Shoot. I have the wrong acronym in mind. It's I'm gonna call them GPU ports. The name has slipped my mind. Crap. SLI comes to mind, but that's not right. PCIe, yes, PCIe lanes. I have 2 of them. Thank you. I was struggling there. I'm cooked. I'm so cooked today. It's so bad. Okay, right there. Boop. Okay, I want all of these torches. Yeah, I've got 2 PCIe lanes, and I forgot that it shows up in Task Manager. Like, oh yeah, you have up to 32 gigabytes on your board, or your board supports up to 32 gigabytes. And so I was confused why it was telling me I had 32. I was like, oh no, I have the capacity for 32. It's just there's no point. There's no point, at least for what I'm doing. There might be a point for you to do some amount of, Oh, I just said it earlier. You know what? That thought is long gone. My brain is toast. Speaking of toast, I kind of am hungry, I'm not gonna lie. I will eat tonight again. I've been eating a lot the last couple of nights. You most likely have 16x speed, and that's 32s. It's pretty good. You might have me a little lost on that one. But it sounds pretty good. Some other boards can go up to 128. Yes, that is true. I do know that. Mine, I have a, what is it? A MSI Tomahawk B 550? B550X, maybe? You know, I can check. I will check. Let me check. I'm pretty sure that's what I have. It's been... When did I build this? 4 years ago? 4.5 years ago, I think. It's been a little bit. System... Settings... Is it not in here? I thought it was. Shoot. It's not in here. I think I have another spot where I can find that. It has everything except the one thing I needed to know. You know, I actually know where I can find that information. I could pop open the PC and look, but that's like really far down. I have a picture of the box from when I built it in my Google Photos, and I know exactly where it is because I cleaned out my Google Photos. Like 2 days ago. So you don't need that. I looked at my details on settings and I couldn't find it. Maybe I didn't look hard enough. Maybe. Is it not in here? It was. What the heck? Where did I put it? Oh, maybe I deleted it. Oh. Nope. Okay, I got the Mag X570 Tomahawk. That's what I got. I found it. But yeah, that's the one I've got. It's solid. It does the job. You seem like a very chill guy. I try to be. I can get intense. I can get a little hyped up. Swiftu could tell you. There's times where I get a little too excited, but you know, that's okay. I get really passionate about waffles. And I get really passionate about Minecraft. Those two things, you know, you get me going. You want to talk about waffles? We can talk about waffles. Like, oh, I'm already vocal grinding that just because it's waffles, okay? Tomorrow's Waffle Wednesday. We're gonna eat waffles tomorrow. Maybe I'll eat them tonight. Screw the toast. Well, maybe don't. But, you know, waffles. I love waffles, to be honest. Thank you. Thank you, Coral. It's hot. I'm sorry. I must go now. I'm sorry. I hope to catch you next stream. All right, sounds good, Creative. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, dude. Hopefully we'll see you again very soon. It is hot. It is very hot. Like, I'm feeling my back right now. I don't know if I think I showed you guys one time. You won't be able to see it in this shirt because it's black. But I think I showed you like one day when I was sweating really bad. I showed you my back and you could see like the puddle that was forming. It was really bad. I gotta be careful of that. How hot is it in my room? I guess I can't check that on my phone. My PC is putting out some heat for whatever reason. Am I running Bobby? That was a really unfortunate mistype there. Bobby. Upgrade. I am running Bobby. Okay. Let's just quickly run Bobby just to update all the chunks really fast. Not that that'll fix anything, but I do want to utilize that. I also want to drag in, there's this mod pack out there, and I don't know the guy that made it, but I used to watch him on Twitch, and we got to know each other fairly well to some degree. But the guy that made the Elixir mod pack, it's like at 5,000 downloads right now on Modrinth, I think. Am I not? I'm live. Okay, I just thought it would show up in the chat. Okay. Yay, I can see everything. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I want to add some of the mods from that mod pack because it's the Elixir mod pack. It is 100% vanilla compatible. It's just a bunch of optimization mods. And so I'm going to try to add all of those and see if it helps me a little bit. Because it's not that I need to optimize. Like, I cap my frame rate at 120, I think. Yeah, I do. I'm running at around about 120. It drops every once in a while, but it will do that. I could probably run it even faster than that, though. It's just one of those things I don't feel the need to. But if I would add a couple more mods to it, I think I could probably bring down the temperature that my CPU is putting out, which would be nice. Because it gets hot in my room. Really hot. And I would kind of like it to not be hot. One day I will commit to that. TMI. You know, there used to be a day and age where I wouldn't tell you guys like hardly anything. And then for whatever reason, like now I'm like I will tell you guys just about anything, which is scary. I don't think that's a good thing. But I will say a lot of things. I'm gonna throw that out. Life of living in the middle of nowhere, to be honest, yeah. I love living in the middle of nowhere, but I also hate it. Recently, I had a little taste of what it was like to live in, like, a town that, like, actually had people in it. For a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss that. It's been... Thank you for the posture check, I appreciate it, Looney. It's been, years. Years and years and years. Actually had people's crazy. I mean, the town I live in now it's small. Like, I think it's maybe 1,000 people. Where I went, it was more than that. I don't know how many, but there was more than that. And it was pretty nice. The people were kind of nice. It was there was a lot to go do. I miss that. The only place that we have to go here is there's like a couple of parks. But even then, it's still a little bit of a drive. You know, we have a Walmart. I have a mall that's like halfway closed down. Maybe even a quarter is open still. And that's 40 minutes away. My nearest theater is 20 minutes. It's kind of run down. But no, the town I went and saw, it was kind of nice. I would not say no to moving out there one day, maybe. Exporting one of those videos where I yap right now. That's one of those videos where I yap. What does that mean? What does that mean, Swift2? Let's see, my town is pretty densely populated considering Yukon, to be honest. You know, that's fair. That's fair. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that would... You do kind of live in the... Not like the middle of nowhere. But, Canada... Unless you live in like one of the really densely populated areas, from my understanding, it's a whole lot of nothing. Now, maybe I've been led to believe incorrectly there, but it's kind of like you either live in or around a couple of those big towns, you know, like Quebec, Ontario. What's the other big one that everybody knows? I want to say British Columbia, but I'm pretty sure that's like its own region, isn't it? Toronto, thank you. Thank you, Coral. But you know, you go to any of those places and like, yeah, it's a city. Of course there's going to be tons of people there. But like there's not like a bunch of medium-sized cities. Like here in the US, you know, you've got things like New York City and LA and San Diego, and like, yeah, those are big places, but they're very big. But then you've got places that still have like 1 million people, but we don't talk about it very much. You know, you got places like I suddenly they've all slipped my mind. Some of them I can't name because I live close to them to some degree. And I don't really want to talk about them. There's also SLC and Jersey City and stuff. Yes, yes. Yeah, I mean, we've got... The US, that is one of the things, I guess, about the US. Because it's so large. And I mean, Canada is very large, too, but... The U.S. has a lot of larger cities. Like, New York City, L.A., San Diego, San Francisco, Miami even. They're cities of population that's on a whole nother scale compared to large city. Like, the term metropolis comes to mind, but it's not really a metropolis because I imagine metropolises being more... paradisey, and that's not my idea of paradise. California certainly isn't, but neither is New York or Miami, so you know, there's that, I suppose. But yeah, things like Salt Lake City, Jersey, St. Louis even, you know, those are all very large places still, but they're not nearly as large as the others. I live out some land my family owns, so I get to actually have people. Yeah. And like 2023, my county's population was 3,600. That's insane. Wow. Your whole county? Mine definitely isn't that small. My county has quite a lot of people. I know that just due to one of the towns I live close to, but I can't say much more than that because I've definitely said a lot. But I actually read that as country. Yeah, that would have been insane had it been the country. I would be so lonely on a country of only that many people. Like that is a lot of people, don't get me wrong. You'd still be able to have friends, but I love the amount of, like... I mean, I guess in my town, we have less than that county population, but I don't know anybody in my town. There's nobody my age in my town. I can tell you that. The people that are here aren't really here, if that makes any sense. My region's population is 40K, I think. There's only 191 theaters in my state. Really? I did not know that. The big chunk. Wait, I read that as country. Have to be as small as, like, Vatican City or something. Yeah. Yukon has 47,000, so I don't know if that's good or bad. That's big, but I don't know. I guess, like, I don't know how big. Mentally in my head, Yukon seems big. So, like, that, spreading out 47,000 people amongst that would be insane. But I'm sure there's, like, 1 or 2 big cities within Yukon that I just don't know exist there, that probably have, like, half the population in them. So there's probably a lot of small towns. Worst part is it's mostly people who don't really go out, so, like, the 10 people I do see when I go into town are the same 10 people every time. Oh, dude. I felt that. I see the same people at the grocery store, although we don't go to the grocery store in my town. We don't like it. It's overpriced. But every time I go there, I see the same people. The same workers, the same shoppers. You go to, like, CVS to pick up your prescriptions or whatever. CVS, Walgreens, I don't even remember where I go. Same old people there. You go to, like... I mean, I don't have a doctor's office in where I live, but even the doctor's office I do have, you go there, you see the same patients. It's almost like the whole town is filled with NPCs because there's the same amount of them. You see the same people everywhere. I've never even really seen the young people that live here, supposedly. I mean, outside of seeing them play, like, at school sometimes. Sometimes I see them out there. But outside of that, I have not seen them. It's decently big. Our only city is Whitehorse. I've never even heard of that city. I'm gonna be so real. Now, my Canadian geography has never been up to par anyway. But, you know, that's probably okay. I don't know. Should I know Canadian geography? I probably should know a little bit. I don't know. I like Canadians only because they're really nice, usually. And I really, 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 really love their maple syrup, okay? Get yourself some real, authentic Canadian maple syrup, and it'll change your life. Now, I know some people really don't like it, but I love it. It's good stuff. I don't eat it, like, hardly ever, though, because it's kind of expensive to get, at least in the quantity that I would want it, and then I probably would only eat it, like, 12 times total, and then it would just sit in my fridge forever. I guess I also kind of like hockey. I don't watch it, but I like the concept. I really like the concept of hockey, and Canadians, they do hockey very well. I just realized that made me sound very big back. For reference, it's as big as about Newfoundland and Labrador, or like Saskatchewan. I know Newfoundland. Newfoundland is a little crazy. Isn't that the one that's like, its time zone is offset by like 30 minutes or something like that? It's really weird. But I feel like that's Newfoundland, right? I love maple syrup, the quantity I would want it. How much? I don't know, like a couple. I mean, to make it worth the import, you gotta pay like, you might as well get the 2-gallon, right? I think they sell it by the, if they don't sell maple syrup by the gallon, I'm disappointed in this world. Big back, okay. Okay, the size of my county is approximately 1,230 square miles, give or take. So I don't know if that's big or not. I actually don't know about how big a county is supposed to be. Let me see how big my county is, and I'll tell you if it's big or not. I'll look up. Ooh, I should do that on a private tab. I'll do a couple of counties. And then that's not the one that I want. So it's a, that seems pretty big. That seems pretty big, Looney. I'm not gonna lie. Let me check the other county I lived in. Here's your hydrate, Lady E. Thank you. It's going good here, though. We're doing pretty well. How about yourself? Hello, Sabo. Welcome on in. What was I gonna do? Where was the last? Uh-oh. I'm getting old. I forgot the county I used to live in. No, I didn't. I remember. That county was okay. Yeah, Looney, your county size is pretty big. For reference, the last county I lived in was about 700 square miles. The county I live in now is smaller than that. But, yeah, I won't give you a number on that just to be safe, but yeah. According to Google, at least, mine is 474 kilometers, 474,000 kilometers, 186,000. I almost said meters, that's miles. According to Google, at least, it's province, so not the same, but still. Yeah, that's big, though. That's really big. Wow. Things are okay. Just a lot going on. Hoping things are going to get better. This week, though, fingers crossed. I'm sorry, I can't read today. My brain is like, my brain is somewhere else. It's been somewhere else for the last couple of weeks anyway. But, you know, that's okay. That's fine. Today it's been really bad though. Let's see. But yeah, I hope things have been are gonna get better. I know it's been really busy for you. So, we'll see. Hopefully though. Let's see. County size big, population low. I mean, that just means there's more land for you, right? I will say, it is kind of, like, high up on my list, that I want to live somewhere where I can buy a lot of land. And, like, I'd love to have a family that lives there. Like, could you imagine? This is, like, far-fetched dreams kind of deal, but, like, having a piece of land where where like you could put whatever you want out there. Like you could put a pool. You could get dirt bikes and race those around, or just normal bikes, race those around with your kids. Nice backyard where you can let the dog out and not worry about it wandering out into the street necessarily. You know, that sounds fantastic. And like at first I didn't want snow even. I was gonna say, oh yeah, let's go Texas. Cheap land. And there's a lot of middle of nowhere kind of deals. Doesn't really get bad weather. But now I'm kind of going, you know, I would kind of like snow. And I never thought I'd say that, but then I remembered, like, I didn't really grow up around snow as a kid. And so I missed, like, all the best years where I could have went out and played in it. And so, so now I'm kind of thinking maybe I need to... Maybe I need to find somewhere where I could live that I could give that experience to my kids one day. That'd be really cool. I don't know where that would be yet. Colorado for the win for sure. Oh, Colorado gets some pretty nice weather. Plus, there's lots of places to go, like, ski out there, and I would love to ski. Okay, I don't think you guys understand. I've talked about this. I mean it. I want to go skiing someday, okay? It would be so fun. It would be so fun. I need to go to the end and repair my shovel really quick. Let's see. I feel that's been that way here too. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sounds like you need a suburban town in Northeast US. I don't know. I'm struggling with deciding a place. And maybe that's because it's not my call ultimately to make. You know, I can only live wherever my wife lets me. Let's be real. I will not put my foot down and tell her, no, we have to live somewhere. Wherever she says, that's where I live. And I'm okay with that. But I don't know, somewhere I've lived in the east side of the US. It's been nice. But I don't know. I don't really want to live on the west. I kind of like the idea of somewhere central, which Looney, you mentioned Colorado. Colorado is somewhat central. It's a little more west, but it's still a solid place. I know of some people who live in Colorado. I don't know them well enough to walk up and ask them if they'd let me be their neighbor, but that's okay. Sounds like you need a neighbor named Tim. And an old lady across from you named Sally. She can make some mean chocolate chip cookies too. Dude, that sounds lovely. And yes, a neighbor named Tim who has an RV and he goes fishing every other weekend. He has an RV. I should also mention, he doesn't use the RV. He just has it. You know, it's one of those things. He has it. He doesn't use it, though. But he keeps saying he's going to use it, and you can always see him out there every every year or so. He clears off the leaves off of it, and he says, yep, we're going to go camping sometime this month. But he never does. I'm good at skiing. Love it. Dude, I want to go skiing so bad. I think I'll be so bad at it, but that's okay. That's part of the fun, you know? If you can't laugh at yourself, is it even really worth doing? I'd also really love to ice skate, but there's nowhere to ice skate where I live. And I don't mean just like ice skating in a indoor rink. Like I've done that sort of. It wasn't indoor, but it was mostly indoor. The water was artificially frozen and there was a shade put over top of it, but it wasn't frozen because of the outdoor temperature. It was kind of cool. I did that in Kansas once. But I'd really love to go outdoor ice skating, but I've never lived anywhere that stays cold enough to do that. Besides the Midwest. I did live in the Midwest for a little bit. It did get cold enough to do that, but I didn't have anywhere to go to skate. So it was kind of like, you know. Here's your hydrate, thank you. No, I definitely love living out here with my family. Like 40,000 acres is honestly so much better than a 2.5K monthly that I'll never own. That's so fair. That is so fair, dude. I agree. And that's part of the fun of it too, is like owning a big piece of land where you could even build your own house on it. That sounds awesome to me. Like I would love to have the ability to like sit down with, you know, my wife and maybe kids if we have multiple by then, and go, okay, you know, this is gonna be expensive, but let's just get an idea of what the ideal house would look like. And we just sit there, we plan out this house, and, you know, maybe we don't ever build it, but the idea that we could is exciting enough. Do I not? I don't have a bucket. Okay. I don't think I can clear that out yet. I'm gonna wait. Okay. I didn't read the rest of this. I'm sorry. I need to read all of your guys' chats. Sally has a split level in a garden. A wife named Emily or something. What about Mary? Yep, her name is Mary. Tim and his wife Mary, and their 2 kids in his RV. Oh no. I'm about to be nominated for the Ice Bucket Challenge. Oh no. Rest in peace, Swifto. Oh geez, speaking of ice skating next winter when the Rio Grande River freezes over again, I'm hoping to get out there and skate on it. I'm like half-hour drive at most from it. That is awesome, dude. That's really cool. I hope you can do that. That sounds fun. I'm not good at ice skating. I fall down on my butt a lot. I'm not good at roller skating either. I have roller skated more recently. My mom, she's really good at it. I left more broken and bruised than she did. She didn't fall once, I don't think. But she was like, I used to skate all the time when I was your age. That's what we used to do for fun. And then she's doing laps around me, and she's watching me with this. They gave me the granny walker when when they sent me out there, and they're like, "Good luck." And yeah, the kids saw me rolling, and they were hating, and I was too tall to be using it, I think, because it kept flipping over on me and going down with me, which was a whole other thing. I got beat up by that thing. It was fun though. I would love to go skating just in general, I think. I almost went skating a couple weeks ago, but we ended up deciding against it, but almost did. It was fun. Or it would have been fun, sorry. Words are hard. Let's see. I got nominated for that 5 different times that somehow made it to Canada, and I got dunked with ice 5 times, bro. Oh my gosh. That's awful. My ex's friend who, like, told me what to get her for Christmas and kind of hated me nominated 2 out of 8 of my friends. What the heck? Yeah, you're gonna get nominated. I'm sorry to tell you, dude. You're next. I'm not good at it by any means, but I enjoy it, so it's worth the bruises 100%. Oh, absolutely. I hope you enjoy that. I hope that that does end up happening as well for you. I don't know. I'd love to go ice skating again, though. Oh, it's just a vibe. Last time I went, was with my brother. Him and I went with a group that we were at, going around with, and they had us out there, but he had never skated before. And so I decided I was going to help him skate. And so I slowly scooted by with him. And we did okay. We did okay. But yeah, that was a time. That was, oh boy, that was 4 or 5 years ago. I was probably 15. Wow. I'm an old man. Where did the time go? Where did, whoa. What is this? What did I do? Somebody help me. What is this mod? I don't know what I did. Okay. I don't know how to get that to pop up again. I don't know what I did. I'm scared. Okay. That was a mod. W. Let's see. Should the two kids be named John and Alice? I love that you guys are like creating lore for my future neighbors. I love it so much. There's gonna be like this is the first fan fiction. It's the first fan fiction for the channel, I think. And it's about Larry and Mary, or Larry and Mary. I read the wrong line there. It's about Mary and Tim with their kids, Sally and John, or John and Alice. Sally is my other neighbor, and then the German Shepherd named Larry. It's great. It's really good. I'm kind of invested in their story. I'm not gonna lie. There may have to be like an official lore added to these characters. It's going on the Wikipedia page. Although I think that got taken down. I don't know what happened, but I can't find the Wikipedia page anymore. Let's see. You should fear me, King. I can actually write. I know, that's the scary part. Can you remind yourself of the two people who wrote that? Who wrote what? Hang on. I forgot what I just said. The wiki? Oh. Yeah. That's a good point. I got one of the wikis, but it got deleted too, so I forgot about that, yeah. That's a good point. That's a really good point, Swifto. Gosh. I have a friend who's a professional writer. I'll get her to write a book about this. That's terrifying. You know, maybe we need to rewrite the KingRegNog wiki. Bring it back. Gosh. I don't know. I have almost worked. I have worked on a wiki almost, sort of, for myself. It's almost done. It's on my website. You guys can't see it yet, but it's there. Take a quick glance at my last project I sent you. Okay. Boop. Holy cow. This is well written. What the heck? What the heck, Swiftu? Dude. W. I'm scared. I don't know how to feel about that. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Thank you. Actually, wait. Hang on. Boop. I need to update my lurk list. It's been a minute. It's been a little minute. Who we got? You. Okay. And I know you're live somewhere. Boop. Okay. One more. There we go. Okay. I just need to make sure I had that all set up. We're good now. There's a lot of people I have to lurk. Have to. I say have to. I get to lurk them, okay? I get to enjoy the privilege of lurking. Let's see now. Right? Yeah, dude. It's solid writing. Solid writing, honestly. What became of Tim, his wife Mary, the RV, their 2 kids, Alice and John, and their German Shepherd named Larry. I will write a full novel. Dude, if you write a full novel, I will read it on stream. I will read every single part of it on stream. And then if you guys really want me to, maybe we'll make a channel point goal or something. I will proceed to make it in Minecraft. A full story of Tim and Mary, the RV, their 2 kids, Alice and John, and their German Shepherd named Larry. And it will have full voice acting. I will get my friends to voice act it or something. I don't know. And we'll make a big deal out of it, okay? Now I won't promise that for every piece of work that you guys make, but that one I can, okay? Thank you for submitting your taxes, and here's your dab. Appreciate it. I need to sit up straight. I've got like this spot right here that my chiropractor has been getting on to me about. He was having a hard time working it out. I think he sort of got it to release, but it's still pretty bad. But he wanted to see me again in a couple of weeks, so I've got to take care of myself until then. 100,000 word novel will be at your desk tomorrow. No. Swift 2. There's no way. There's no way. If you do it, I'm not even kidding you. I will do it. I will read on stream. I've thought of a movie version of the book I showed you. I want Jim Carrey to lead it. Dude, from the little bits I read, I kind of dig the casting choice. I skimmed it. Deeply invested now. Me too. It's gonna have to happen. This is the story of Tim. And then, you know, maybe we'll do a spin-off series of Sally later on or something. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I'll do it. I'm terrible, but trust I'd have the motivation. You know, motivation that's key, honestly. That's all you need to succeed in life. If you have a little motivation, it goes a long, long way. Boop. Thank you. Coral can give me ideas and names, and I can turn the ideas into a novel. I like the idea, honestly. You two would be a good dream team. You got the person that executes the ideas, and then you got the person who makes the ideas. It actually works. And you both seem to be, like, into the idea, at least, which definitely helps. You don't have to sell the idea to each other. This takes me a little bit back. We used to have a lore team for King SMP. And, it was so that we were going to have an official storyline to the SMP so that hopefully people would be interested in coming back and playing more often. We ended up not going that route because we couldn't get enough people to generate interest on it. But more so the people actually writing the lore didn't seem too interested in writing the lore. So we ended up not doing anything with it, but this is, like, actually better lore, somehow. It's not a very complicated task, either. I mean, it's writing... It's a blank canvas. That's the nice thing about Tim. You know, you can add as much or as little to his life as you want. Because ultimately, you don't have to base it off of something that already exists. Tim can be anything. Exactly. He is the clay and you are the pottery. We are invested in Tim and his RV, his wife Mary, and their 2 kids, Alice and John, and their German Shepherd, Larry. Alice is 4 and keeps feeding the dog chocolate. Yes! Oh, that's beautiful. I can see it. I can see it in my mind. I'm a terrible artist, but I kind of want to animate it. Maybe we animate it after, if the video pulls enough views, I will release an animated version. Terribly drawn and everything. John doesn't know anything about gun safety. I mean, why would he? I love the characters. I'm already attached to them. Like, I can see this being way too relatable. I think John is just, like, stupid and unhinged. Yeah. How old should John be? That's a good question. With Alice being 4, you know, he can't be, like, a ton older, but he can't be, like, super young either, I don't think. I feel like they waited a little bit to have John, maybe. 8? Okay, 8 is solid. Eight gives you some room for growth later on. Like, you give him a full character arc over his lifetime. We're thinking way down the line now. Oh my gosh. If this book gets named something like... Watch this get named something like My Neighbor Tim. John is a nerd. Why did that get blocked? I don't even know. I can't see that it got blocked, but I did see it once I pulled it up on Twitch side. Might be a whole spin-off about John and his puberty. That's amazing. King, that is the best title ever. I love it. My Neighbor Tim. Then you have all the spin-offs. Like, I'm not even kidding you. You could do so much there. Oh, my arm is itchy. I didn't tell you guys. I went to the doctor today. She took my blood. Little monsters. They steal so much blood. They're leeches, I tell you. All they want is for me to suffer. No, I actually don't mind blood draws. I watch them do it. They think I'm psychotic, but I sit there and I watch them take the blood right out of my arm. And I make eye contact with them. Like, I don't know why I do that. I just do. They remember me by name, though. So, I feel like, you know, I've really shown them who's boss. Hello, Jose. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. What if Tim likes to sit on his porch and yell at anyone who passes by? Not even saying words, but just grumpy old man noises. But in reality, he loves his neighbors. I like that, yes. Like, secretly, he wishes they would all invite him over to the cookout or to the Super Bowl watch parties. Do you speak Spanish? No. No, I don't. I only speak English. I know very little Spanish. Oh, Tim hates football? Aw. Is he more of a golf guy, maybe? Does he watch basketball, but only when it hits the Sweet 16? They have a late grandfather named Albertus Bartholomew III buried in their backyard. Gosh, his brother got killed in '99 because of it. Oh, he got really good dad lore. Okay, I gotcha. I'm starting to feel bad for Tim. Like, you know, it seemed like he had his life all together, but I feel like now his life isn't so peachy. I'm feeling things for a character that hasn't been written yet. I feel... What is this I feel? Humanity? No. He's moved on, though. I hope so. I feel bad for Tim. I'm hungry. I'm sorry. That was random. What time is it? Oh, it's almost time to eat. That's why. Okay. I'll eat in like maybe 30 minutes. I don't know. We'll see. Him and his brother didn't talk much after they both graduated. His brother went to play in the NFL. Their crazy aunt should be Gertrude. She put her dog in the microwave. She also, like, is really into essential oils. And, and she believes in chemtrails. She believes in crystals? Yes. That's better. That's better. Let's see. His brother went to play in the NFL and died due to a lightning strike on the field. That's kind of depressing, but, you know, believable. 99, they didn't have safety for players on the field in 99. One sec, let me take notes. Alright, sounds good, Coral. Somebody's got to do it. This might be the best idea anyone has had, like, ever. I'm not even lying to you. I will read this book. I don't read, like, ever. I will read this book. I will send it to my friends. Shoot. I might even print myself a copy. A hardback copy. I hate how much I love this. Yeah, we don't write this down, we will forget. This is gonna be the next Forrest Gump. Dude. I would... Based on just the things that we've talked about that the character has, it would make a great movie. Like, you go in expecting it to be just funny, and it is funny. But then it, like, actually hits you like a ton of bricks. I loved Forrest Gump. That was such a good movie. Like, I was not expecting it to be that good when I watched it, and it was so good. It left me wanting more. That was the weird thing. The movie was like, what, 3 hours long? But yet I still wanted to see more of the movie. That was, that's how you know it's a good movie or show or anything like that, is you just wish there was more of it. Let's see. I am being chased. Elliot Sabo would play Tim. Nobody knows him, but he would fit the role so good. Let me Google him. Elliot Sabo. Oh, absolutely. That is a Tim if I've ever seen one. When he was a kid, he was probably Timmy. He may have been like, Timothy, but I feel like everybody called him Timmy. Maybe his wife still calls him Timmy. Timmy, honey. Is everything alright? I'm still thinking about my brother. That's not how he sounds, but maybe it is. I don't know. I still think about my brother. I should have told him not to play that game. Timmy, don't blame yourself. You didn't know any better. They shouldn't have let him play in Lightning Storm. I'm his brother, dang it. I was supposed to protect him. His name was planned to be Timmy, but as his dad was writing his name in the birth certificate, the pen ran out of ink. That's the lore. That's actually insane, and I love it. I love it so much. They watch Fox News every morning at 7 a.m. and they live in the middle of Texas. Oh, man. I love how much lore we're giving these guys. It's just... It's so good. They don't exist. Theoretically, they could. Maybe. And I guess that's part of what makes them so lovable. Go down here. Boop. 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 Okay. I have nothing to say about Tim. Like, he's just a solid guy. You know? Really can't complain. I feel like Tim probably... He probably served in some branch of the military at some point in time. Or he was going to. But for some reason, decided to leave it. Or he chickened out or something. That's just a feeling, though. I don't know. My PC almost burned my foot. Oh my gosh, how hot is that? Wow. Mary is an accountant, and Tim worked in the Navy before becoming one of those house builders. Construction workers, that's it. Yes. I love the idea. That makes so much sense. Tim is solid. Tim thought his real name was Timmy, so when he signed up, he put Timmy, then his last name, so he signed some random kid up for the army. No. Once he didn't hear anything back, he went to be a construction worker. Gosh. My boy Tim. He felt like he got even rejected by the Navy, which is saying something. The Navy will take anybody so long as they can breathe and stand. I want to burn your guys' eyes out by looking at the sun, but I won't. I'll avoid it. Their last name should be Smith. That is pure beauty. I was kind of thinking what their last names would be. What is Tim's middle name? It's a good question. I feel like it would be named after his dad. He has his dad's name as his middle name. Jack. Or George. Ooh. Both are solid choices. It could be a hyphenated name. Could be a hyphenated middle name. Or Bartholomew. Tim Smith. Oh my gosh. His father's name was Tim. That's... I love it. I love it so much. This takes me back. You said Tim. You guys made... Swifty, you're the only one that might remember this. Back on Cluttercraft, Season 2... there was a warden that I named Tim, and it got out. It wasn't supposed to be free, but it got free. And, and he was my son. I adopted him because he was all alone. Everybody just kind of left him alone, and he kind of got stuck. So I think it was Glitchy and I. We kind of built him up a pen, and then we were gonna build him a house. I don't know if we ever did build him the house, but we did try. But yeah, Tim. That was his name. He was my son. I do miss Tim dearly. I have notes. Oh boy. I remember that vaguely. It was a while ago. It was probably about 2 years ago now. Or no, maybe, well, yeah. Yeah, it's probably been about 2 years then. I don't know, I don't remember when Cluttercraft Season 2 ended. It started in October, I want to say, of 2022. And then it ended in 2023 sometime, but I can't remember when. I have a dumb idea. Oh boy. Okay. Ah, I killed that fish. I'm scared of what your idea is, but I'm intrigued. Okay, I'm gonna finish this row, or not this row. But I'm gonna finish this inventory of sand and then we'll wrap up things because I need to eat something and I'm tired. Tim proposed to his wife in 2001 in September 11th in front of the Twin Towers as a plane hit, and there's a photographer for the proposal. Yes! Okay, Swiftdude. Yes. And you know what? That's also the cover image of the book. It's in big writing, you know, it's my neighbor Tim. And then in the background there's the Twin Towers being blown up with Tim proposing to his wife right in front of the towers. It's it's just like his lore book, essentially, at this point. But that cover would explain so much. Like you go, okay, what's this book about? You look at the cover and you're like, oh, it's Tim. It makes sense. Tim is going to become a character in Omnia. We're going to have to make him a character in Omnia. And, like, he's gonna have, like, the most absurd lore, the most absurd quests. And you can become his neighbor. What have we done? What if the book is just his autobiography? That would be funny. I don't know what kind of book I would expect it to be. Honestly, I'm just hyped about it at this point. I've never been hyped to read a book, like, ever. But I feel like I'm hyped about this one. Hey, back off. Thank you. Tim wears flannels and dirty jeans every single day. I can see it. I can see it. I think it's better if it's a third person, though. I kind of agree. It would be a good third person where... It's just it's an adventure of Tim. You know, it doesn't necessarily have a direction that it's going, it's just going. It's life. I'm gonna sleep and then we'll come back and check on how this looks. Do I have... Yes, I do. Oop. Okay. We will find out if this looks good or not. I'm glad I ended up streaming still after the lag was happening. I really was about to end stream because it was not letting up. But it did. It finally did, and I'm glad I did. There might not even be chapters. It's just a continuous story. I like it. Hey. No. Thank you. Okay. Let's go in free cam here. We're making a pretty big dent in this, in all honesty. I'm gonna have to spend some time off stream probably on this, because it's getting to the point where it's hard to commentate while placing sand. Hello, Ava. It's good to see you. Him and his wife bought their house and everything in it from Sears. That is such a niche reference, but yes. Yes. Wow, I've not heard the name Sears in years. Wow. Do they still have Sears? I don't get that reference. It used to be you could go to Sears and like you could actually like buy you could actually buy like houses and furniture and all that. Does Sears still exist? There's a website. There's online purchases. Okay. You can buy stuff online from Sears. That's about it. Wow. Okay. I was late. My mom made me watch Sweet Home Alabama. Is that a movie or did... Hang on, I gotta Google this just to be sure. Okay, it is a movie. It is a movie. I just needed to be sure. Here's your hydrate, Looney. But no worries, Ava. They kept everything for like 30 years. That's fair. It's a movie, it's terrible. It seems like it's right up my alley. I like watching terrible movies. I may have to watch it sometime. My brother and I, we usually watch garbage movies. Oh. That's crazy. There's a Reddit called I Watched an Old Movie. And this guy posted on it a year ago calling it an old movie. 2002 is... That's not old. Please don't. No, that's not old. What qualifies as an old movie? Hang on.
Hello there.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Cowboy. I appreciate it. For subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, y'all. Subbed, liked, Minecraft Java. I hit the bell. Thank you very much. Great stream. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you. I hope you're having a good night. Spoilers allowed. It's a chick flick, by the way. That's even better. We watched La La Land. We watched La La Land one night. That was fun. We watched it for Ryan Gosling. Which, by the way, thoughts on the new Star Wars movie? There's a new one coming out where it's called Starfighter, Star Wars Starfighter, and it follows Ryan Gosling's character, which we can only assume is going to be a pilot. I kind of can't wait. I'm not gonna lie. John is an iShow Speed fan. No, wait, a Kai Cenat fan. Oh gosh, it's so old. That's qualified as vintage. It's older than me. That's crazy. What does Mary look like? Red hair and it curls outward at the tips. Yes, 100% yes. But yeah, spoilers are allowed. I probably won't watch it. I say I want to, but I probably won't. I know my realistic expectations here. This isn't product placement, and it's... I realize I never told you guys, this is... It's water, okay? I'm not just drinking chocolate. This is just my other bottle. Like, here. It still tastes like chocolate. Like, see that's water. I promise. It's a really effective bottle though. Like I don't ever have to get up to get more water. It's 48 ounces, so I'm set. Best chick flicks are Hallmark movies and Heartland. I don't think I've ever watched Heartland. I have watched plenty of Hallmark though. We used to watch it. Mom and I would watch those around Christmas time. Heartland. Boop. Okay. It's just old enough that I would probably I'd probably be able to get on board with it. 2007. Is it still going? Is it still going? Oh my gosh, it is still going. Season 18 released April 17th. Wow. That's impressive. I might have to check it out. I need an actor that looks like Mary for reference. I'm trying to think of a girl who has red hair that curls outward at the tips. Got it. Swiftu? Your mom. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I couldn't. I had to say it. I had to. Your mom does not have red hair and it does not curve at the tips. Don't ask how I know. I'm not stalking your mom. I would never do that. Somebody just closed the door. They heard me saying all of that. Here's your dab, Looney. My back is killing me. Okay. I found Mary. You found Mary. Did you look in the mirror and say Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror? I hear that works. Sometimes. Yes. Yes, that is Mary. That is Mary. Solid choice there. Oh. Okay. I'm not stalking your mom. I would never do that. He says suspiciously. All I'm saying is I know moms, okay? Moms love me. In fact, every mom I've ever met has said that I'm a good kid. Wait, be right back. Probably. All right, sounds good, Ava. Sounds good. Mothers love me though. They really do. I could meet any mom and they would love me. In fact, I have never met a mom that does not like me. I asked ChatGPT to make a novel cover. I doubt it will work. It probably won't, but we'll find out. We will find out. It's doing it. No way. Send me pictures. Send me pictures, dude. Send me pictures. I need to see this. Yes. Yes, Coral. I can see that too. That is accurate. Also solid status. Gotta love the Taylor Swift. A little T-swizzle. I saw it's doing it, Swift too. You gotta send me pictures, man. I gotta see this. You know how eager I am for this cover. It's important. I'm so scared of what it's gonna look like. Sent it? Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm pulling this up on stream. That is beautiful. Open. Right there, yeah. This is so good. Like, ignoring how unsensitive, desensitive, unsensitive, I don't know, one of those words. It's like really bad, but it's really good. I put it there, and then I also want to add it over here. Boop. Okay, YouTube stream, you can see it right there. Twitch stream. Gosh. Insensitive, yes. It's a little insensitive, but that's a cover. That is a solid cover for this book. I hate that I like it. Like, I would I'm not saying I would read and watch this, but I would read and watch this. I'm gonna take that off of the YouTube stream before I get in trouble for that. I don't know if they'd be mad at me or not. But I feel like YouTube would probably be mad. That's actually so good. What? I know, it's so good. I'm impressed. I am so impressed. Wow. I love it. I could see the movie too. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Man. Solid. Solid cover. Okay. Man. I was expecting it to be a lot worse, I'm not gonna lie, but that turned out very well. Okay. Well. GG's. That was well done. Okay. Well, I'm going to wrap up here. That was a high note to leave off on, I think. But I'm going to wrap up here, and we're going to find somebody to raid. So stick around. And, get yourself some free channel points. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I think I know who we're going to say hello to. Let me mute so you guys can't hear. I just need to see. Okay. Perhaps not. Not yet. Not yet. Perhaps another time. Okay. That's okay. Spelling mistake. Oh, we haven't rated spelling mistake yet. That's a good idea. That's a really, really good idea. Yes. Yes. I didn't even see them on the list. Yeah, we need to return the favor. That's what we'll do then. So copy that name. Boop. And boop. And boop. Okay, I've got that all ready to go. So let me. Okay, not yet. Not yet, guys. Not yet. It's not time yet. Let me get some shoutouts here for Alias is Encrypted. What were you up to? You were playing some Valorant W. We love Valorant so much. Solid game. Solid game. Hello, Will. How's it going? Good to see you, dude. Oh, no W, no W, no W. Were you playing like was it ranked? Maybe. I don't like ranked ever. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, you know, I hope you had fun regardless. Oh, I died. I hope you had fun regardless of the ranked, you know, ranked sucks, but that's okay. F3 and beat. I've died twice today. I'm so good. Like, I don't think you guys understand. I am literally the best at this game. Boop, boop. Someone raided us as we were about to raid. So that happens a lot. One time I remember I was trying. I raided somebody else, and then I got a raid right as I ended. And so they just saw the outro screen. That's all they saw. They didn't even get sent with the raid. It was a little tragic. I have no pants. Also, homie, if you need to head out and get some rest, please feel free to do so. Minecraft streamer, I guess I'll stay for a bit. We'll put you to sleep. We'll put you to sleep, Infinite. But it's good to see you, homie. Hope you're doing well. 2 to 13. You know, it could be worse. It could be worse. They didn't clean sweep you. I played Sims before. That was kind of nice. Well, that's good. Hopefully you've been making a little bit of progress on your legacy. I know you've been kind of... Oh, boy. Okay. I know you were sort of working on that last time I watched, and last time you were here. Here's your dab, Looney. Appreciate it. I should be on the leaderboard for deaths now. Yeah. Yay. I died. Ah. Man. Oh. I hope I hope I don't get put to sleep. I'm in charge of the establishment right now. Oh no. You know, maybe don't sleep. Yeah. I'm gonna keep you awake. We're gonna get so hype. I'm gonna be like Monster Energy for your ears. You will not believe the things you're about to hear. I'm gonna start screeching. Yeah. I don't know why screeching, but that's the thing. That's what all those high energy streamers do, right? They screech. Theovon 2.0. Oh my gosh. I could get along with Theovon. I feel like it would be something. It would certainly be something. I always get a clip of like Theovon when I'm scrolling reels, and I try not to scroll very much, but when I do get one, I have to watch it, even if I've watched the clip before. I watch it again. I also force my brother to watch it again with me. It's just part of the tradition, I guess. I don't know. Did you tell them about Tim Smith? I have not. No. My neighbor Tim. You guys need to understand. I have a neighbor named Tim. Sometime in the future. And we have decided that his name is Tim. He is he has an RV, but he never really uses it. He has a wife named Mary. He has 2 kids, John and Alice. And they also have a dog, German Shepherd named Larry. And we have, I say we, I haven't done anything in this creative process really. But he's got a lot of lore, and now there's a book being written about him. All because of like one small joke. But now he's got this all this lore. He proposed to his wife in front of the Twin Towers on the day of 9/11. There's a really sick cover image, in fact. Boop. You get to see it. See? Very sick. Very cool. You know, he had a rough life. His brother got struck by lightning in 99 while playing football. He died. And, you know, there's a lot to learn about Tim. His middle name is Tim, named after his father, Tim. His first name was going to be Timmy. However, his dad ran out of pen ink, and so it just was Tim. He's just Tim. And, you know, he's had a rough life, but I think he makes the best of it. All my Timmys. All my homies know Tim. Rough dude. Oh no. And the marriage? Oh, we need to discuss what was their wedding like. Yeah. Tim the second sounds about right. Good night, Timmy. I feel like there's gonna be some crazy wedding story, right? Like, they went to a barn. Oh, yes, it was a barn wedding. What's another national tragedy after 9/11? I know. You were born. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it, Swiftu. I couldn't help it. It's KingRegNog. It's me. It's the Pregnog. Yay. How's it going? It's good to see you hang out. National tragedies after 2001. California lit on fire once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. I don't know. I've lost track. California lights on fire every other day, it seems. You could always throw it on them. There was no wedding cake. Instead, it was apple pie and ice cream. They served wings instead of regular wedding food. That's a W wedding right there. I don't want to hear anybody dissing that. Could you imagine, like, the most all-American wedding ever? Oh, beauty right there. I couldn't hide my face after that comment. That was... I got a little mean. I'm sorry. They got married during the Boston Marathon in 2013. That's insane. They were engaged for 7 years. And then finally got married. And another national tragedy, dang. How's the Minecrafting going? It's going pretty good. We're draining ocean. It's fun. I love draining the ocean. That one's still crazy to me. Speaking of which, the marathon went off without a hitch yesterday. Oh, it was yesterday. I didn't even know. Another year in the clear. Just wait till next year. You'll I missed my target. I didn't realize it was happening so soon. I thought, man, I thought I had a little bit more time to get the plans underway. This is gonna look so bad in a year when it actually happens. You all remember when Jay Schlatt said something about the Queen of England? He actually went to England and then she died on his way back home or something like that. It was, it's that level of bad. Technoblade never dies. Technoblade never dies. He never dies. Technoblade is awesome. I do miss seeing some of his stuff. Or about the Pope. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, that was But it's Tim. There has to be something weird with the barn. All groomsmen and bridesmaids have to wear flannel. That's based, okay? If my wedding doesn't have flannel somewhere in it, am I even really getting married? I kind of like it. I'm hungry. I'm sorry. I say that like I eat flannel. I don't eat flannel. I do like flannel though. If you ever look in my closet, which I hope you don't, but if you ever look in my closet, I have plenty of flannels in there. It's just it's so nice. It's so cozy and warm, but it's not too warm. It's really nice. Bro eats flannel. I can't make that joke. I can't make that joke. No. No, King. Refrain. Refrain. I thought you said throwing back, and I was really confused. Throwback to when I met you for the first time and we wore matching flannels. Dude, that was insane. Yeah, we did. That was awesome. That was awesome. You want to throw it back? That's an option. I mean, I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes either. I've gotta keep it classy. The world isn't ready for me to throw it back. And I don't think I'm ready for the world to see me throw it back. Not that I've ever tried. Let me just say that right now before anyone says anything. Gosh. Pulls waistband up. This one goes out to Pope Francis. Oh my gosh. I'm sure he would appreciate it. He was a man of culture, really. He understood the people. Probably better than most other popes. Let's see. Can't hide it. Okay, listen, I don't eat flannel, but you know what I do eat? Can't say it. It's not family. See, I can usually get away with it being borderline family friendly. But this one's just like, this one's downright malicious. I was gonna say your mom, okay? Leaving that up to interpretation is arguably worse. yeah, I realized it could really be bad. Where are you? Goodbye. Jaw dropped. He had a physical copy of Pokemon. That is true. He was cracked with the games. I mean, if I were the Pope, I'd be a pretty cool Pope. I'm just saying. Like, I'm not saying I want to be the Pope. I don't. But if I were, I'd be a good Pope. Also, really quick, I want to snooze the ads. We're not doing those today. Hashtag KingRegNog will be trending tomorrow. Yes, I will be making my bid for the papacy of America. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna make. I don't know why I started doing this voice, but we're gonna make the papacy great again. Gosh, why am I the way I am? Why did that happen? I gotta go, but I hope your games go good. Alright, thank you very much, homie. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good day. Or, I guess, night. And I will see you again in the future. The new Pope is a Minecraft streamer. Don't worry, this is a good one. Yeah, could you imagine that? Minecraft YouTuber is the Pope. That's... I have like so many jokes I could add on top of that, but I'm going to refrain. For personal reasons. That made it sound way worse than it actually is. You guys are just gonna have to trust me. It's not that bad. But it's not great either. Here's your dab. It's like a double whammy. Dumbest idea ever. Oh boy. Or are you saying me being the Pope is the dumbest idea ever? Because I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know. I think I'd be a great Pope. I'm not even Catholic. Which is about the most Catholic thing ever. I'm sorry, I had to get my jab in on the Catholics. Y'all are chill sometimes. Most of the time. You're gonna be streaming for a bit longer, right? After I run out of sand, I'm probably gonna wrap things up. Unless I get raided again. If I get raided again, I'll probably stream for another 30 minutes. I don't know. I was about to end, and then I got hit. So I had to keep going. It's just the rule, I guess. I don't know. But I've got probably another 5-10 minutes here. I think. Maybe. What if Tim's wedding was in the White House? Like, they took the whole wedding party and went on a White House tour and got married in the White House? I like that idea. That's solid. That's solid. Tim is actually the new Pope. Sundays are about to get... I like the way you think. I like it. Let's see. Okay, I go now. Peace, peace, love, love, bless, bless. Peace, love, and plants to you too, Infinite. I hope you have a good rest of your night, though, homie. Why did I say plants? Peace, love, and blessings to you too. There we go. I was gonna redeem something, but I have to make it worth my while. Oh boy. Wait. What are my redemptions? Now I'm curious. What would make it worth your while here? I suppose there's silly voice. That is a good one. Of course, there's emo only. Perhaps it may have been even unlocking an emote. I don't know. I'm scared though. I love redeeming things. I have a redeeming problem. You know, that's okay. It's just one of your redeeming qualities. Laugh. Okay. I'm sorry. Here's your dab. Boop. Maybe the book is written from your perspective, so like my neighbor Tim is weird. He once told me the story of how he got married in the White House. He took his entire party and went on the White House tour, and each chapter is just one of these dumb stories. That's actually solid. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. KingRegNog. Gosh. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Hi, tired. I'm king. Ha ha ha. I'm sorry, I had to say it before somebody else did. I don't know if Admiral's out there, but I knew he was gonna say it. If anyone was gonna say it, it was gonna be him. It's one of your redeeming qualities, so I laugh. I did, okay. Please don't stalk my mom. You know how I feel about your mom. I'm sorry. That was threatening. That was threatening. You get it now or no? Oh, I get it. I get it. I don't want to. I'm good. We're gonna finish this sand really fast. Hi, tired. I'm king. Wait, no. What? Hi, tired. I'm Swifty. There you go. Nice to meet you, Swifty. I hope you're well. I hear ringing. Do you guys hear that? No, you don't. I have desktop audio turned off. Not that you would hear it anyway. I think it's just my ears. Do you hear it? Is it the music? No, it's not the music. Huh. I'm just old. Okay. I have 4K points, so I could redeem it twice almost. That's scary. I know there's people with a lot of channel points who would redeem it a lot, which is what terrifies me. I encourage this behavior. Don't. You know, that's fair. I encourage bad behavior all the time. I'm not bad behavior. I'm not. I am actually well behaved. You can ask my mom. Actually, no, you can't. You can't ask my mom. I don't give you permission. But you can ask anyone. They'll tell you I have the best behavior. In fact, I would say out of anybody in... Out of anybody in my family, I have the best behavior. And I'm like 99.99% sure that's correct. If I were to make a request whenever I redeem it other than old lady, what are the odds it would happen? It depends on what it is. Some voices I'm not confident in, and so I struggle with it. I've talked a lot in the Kermit voice, so I know I can do Kermit. Old lady is just about sticking my Adam's apple way up in my throat, which I can usually hold for a little while. So that one's easy enough. Batman? I could do Batman. I could do Batman. Batman's easy. Groot? I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. I would be okay with doing a Groot. That would be funny. I'd torture you with old lady every time. I would redeem it 34 times if I wanted to. That's insane. Batman's easy. Batman, my Batman voice is solid. I've lost my voice a couple of times, so I know how to get back there. Burn those. I'm gonna quickly grab me, Piggy, Miss Piggy, Miss Piggy. I cannot do a Miss Piggy. I should try to learn how to do Miss Piggy. I should really try to brush up and do a lot more voices, honestly. I'm sure I've got quite the collection. I mean, my brothers and we've started doing Donald Trump. That one's fun. It's very bigly. Very bigly. But I don't know if that's something anybody would want. Your older brother? No, my younger brother actually. Him and I, we do that a little bit too much probably. But my older brother, he does it sometimes with us, but it's, I like the Donald one. It's solid, it's decent. You know, I could probably do better. I don't know. But it's very bigly. You know, I drained the ocean. I drained it better than anyone else. It is the ocean. My ocean. No, I meant, can I redeem for you to sound like your older brother? Oh, I see. I don't think I could sound like my older brother. I don't know how I would. He just talks differently. I'm sorry about the ads, guys. I'm really sorry about that. If I saw that they were coming up, I would have delayed them if I could have. It probably wouldn't have let me. My bad. My bad. Yo, I'm making a Minecraft Discord server soon. Hey, W Zender. Welcome on in, though. It's good to see you, dude. I was actually going to wrap up, like, really soon. No, we missed spelling mistake. Dang it. Okay, that's fine. We've got one there. We've got you. Okay. I think, I don't know, but I think we'll raid your mom. Actually, wait. Not your mom, but... Okay. I have not seen this person in a very long time. But she is like one of the sweetest people on the internet. Okay? You guys gotta understand. She is one of the sweetest people on the internet. That's who we will raid. You guys are gonna be weirded out at first, but I'm going to tell you, be nice or I will ban you. Okay? That's as much as I can say. I don't want to spoil the surprise. Some of you probably know this person. But once ads are done, we'll dismiss everybody. YouTube, I can dismiss you first, though. So I appreciate you all for hanging out. I hope you all have a good rest of your night. Hopefully today was a good day. Hopefully you guys enjoy the stream, but I will see you guys next time. Good night. Boop.